Welcome. I would like to welcome everyone in. Come on in. Come right in. Again, welcome. I am Dr. J. I would like to welcome you to my channel, Chat with Dr. J. Come on in. Come right in. Would like to take a moment to wish everybody a happy Monday. Happy Monday, everyone. And if you don't mind, please smash that like button on your way in to the live. Please smash that like button on your way in. Just want to share some information with you, some very great information, in my opinion, that came across my feed as I read and did research, I think one day last week. And it kind of goes along with the information that I had shared maybe last Friday on the candidate by the name of Kendra Collier. I think it's the young lady's name from over in maybe Winder, over in Georgia. And I challenged the people that were in the chat. Okay, I had gathered the information on Kendra, and I think I mentioned to the chat that I had possibly had seen information on another young lady that had done really well. And I challenged the men that were in the chat. Okay, I keep seeing these females' names. Where are the males? Where are the males? So lo and behold, guess what came across my feed as I was out doing some research. Lo and behold, guess what? Ask me, what in the world came across? I'm glad you asked. I would go ahead and begin to share that information with you. As I mentioned just a few days ago, maybe around Friday, that it's that time of year again. It's that time to celebrate, make some parents very, very happy. Hey, welcome there. Tales of Bintu. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for catching my live. So welcome. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. I'm Dr. J, of course. We met. You know who I am, but I am Dr. J. And again, I would like to welcome you to my channel, Chat with Dr. J. As I mentioned, it's that time of year again here in the United States of America and probably across the world. I know I have a friend here. Tales, are you a Nigerian as well? Tales of Bintu, are you a Nigerian? But here in the United States, it's that time of year again. And we want to wish all of our graduates well as they start the next journey or milestones in life. Tales, are you from the States or are you a Nigerian? And what I normally ask is, do you have, let's see, what did you say there? Okay, Kenyan. Okay, where am I Kenyan from? Okay, very good. So do you all do graduations around this time of the year as well, Tales? Do y'all have graduation around the spring of the year? Here in the United States, we do. This is the time of the year where we have a lot of college graduates and especially high school. High school graduations take place here in the United States around the end of March, 1st of June. So that is what I was referencing when I said it's that time of year again. Yes, graduation. Is this the time of the year that you all graduate, your high school seniors over in Kenya? What did you say? Okay. But it's that time of year over here in the United States, and I shared that information a couple of days ago. Okay, no, ma'am, I'm not graduating. I'm joining. Okay, you're going to college soon. Okay, but the question that I was actually asking, Do you all have graduation in the spring of the year? When do your students graduate from high school in your country? Do they graduate from high school around May or June, July? That's the question that I was asking. But here in the United States, Tales of Bentu, we graduate our high school seniors around the end of May and maybe the 1st of June. So, but I shared maybe around Friday information, as I just mentioned, about Kendra Collier, the young lady from Winder, Georgia. I shared information, exciting news about her on Friday, where she received over $1 million in scholarship and was accepted into 30 plus colleges and universities. Outstanding news. So, guess what? As I mentioned, guess what came to me early Saturday morning? I know you're guessing, you want to know what it is. Well, and I'm glad you want to know. I'm glad that you've asked. What in the world could have came to you on Saturday morning? Ronald McNair High School senior Jaden Wright has a new nickname. They don't call him Jaden Wright anymore there at Ronald McNair High School. His new name is Mr. $3 million. That's the new name that he has attained there at his high school, which is Ronald McNair. As a superstar student, he's graduated in the top 10 in his class and has earned more than $3 million in scholarships. Recently, he attended an event where the names of the students with the highest amount of scholarships was called. Okay, you came back. Okay, you got kicked out tails. Okay, they graduated in November. Okay, awesome. Awesome. That's different. Okay, awesome. That's unique. Okay, but that's okay. That's what makes the world. That's what makes the world, make us all different. You all do graduation over in November. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that. My network was misbehaving. Look, I totally understand that. I totally understand that. I thought that she might tune in. If she didn't fall asleep, she told me that she was going to try to hop in as well. Okay, and I was saying at that event that he attended, recently, he attended an event where the names of the students with the highest amount of scholarships were called. Hey, SA. Hey, welcome. Thank you for jumping on, SA. And what I'm sharing is a story. I don't know if you had a chance to go back and replay the one that I shared on Friday with the young lady, Kendra Collier, from over in Georgia, Winder, Georgia. I shared a story about her on Friday where she received over $1 million in scholarship and was accepted into 30 plus, over 30 different colleges and universities. Okay, Tails, I'm glad that you're back. So today, and I challenged the guys that were in the chat because I told them that another female's name came across my chat too at receiving that she had received or had been offered a huge, enormous amount of money as well, but I didn't get a chance to take note of doing the research on it. So I asked the guys, where are the guys? Where are the guys? We don't need to keep reading about the females receiving all of this money and all of these offers to so many different colleges. I'm like, males, men, you need to go out there and hunt, dig in the bushes, look on the rocks, find me some guys that's receiving money. And lo and behold, early to Saturday morning, guess what came to me? This about this young man. And he has, and I was just sharing that he has a new name at his school, SA. His new name at his high school, he attends Ronald McNair High School. They don't call him Jaden Wright anymore. His nickname is Mr. $3 million. That's his name that they started to call him after he received this awesome news. So this event that he attended, he attended an event where the names of the students with the highest amount of scholarships were called. They announced the $1 million winners. Then, then the air was thick with anticipation to see who would be next. Okay. You see, you did see. Okay, yes, I saw the $1 million. Okay, okay. You saw the $1 million. Okay. Yes, yes. And I went kudos and I went on and on and on because we couldn't say that says a whole lot about her parents, is what I shared on Friday when I shared the information. You know, our parents that are negligent, that operate in negligence, they're plentiful. But it's proof in the pudding that these parents are doing what they are supposed to do or what they have been charged to do as far as rearing this young lady. That says a lot, in my opinion, about the parent, that they make sure this young lady didn't have any distractions. And I think she attended one of the private schools. I have to look through my notes over in her community. But I just thought that just kudos to them. Kudos to them. I just felt like they did an excellent job, and they deserved to be commended for keeping their hands on her, giving her the love and the attention that she needed to make sure she received a proper education. So now they are about to reap. They are about to reap a huge reward, just meaning that not many people will have that same story. She would probably be in the top 2% in the United States that can actually, say that I got a free ride or I'm walking away from college debt free. So hats off to those parents, and I wish her nothing but the best. But anyway, the guys that I had challenged to this, they went out and found me a young man that had done just as well, if not better. So from McNair High School, the announcer that was there said the crowd began to roar, just waiting for anticipation. The crowd began to roar. And when they said Jaden Wright, I think that the crowd went ballistic. I think that Jaden went ballistic. And I'm sure that it was just something to see. He jumped up and down and gyrated wildly as he made his way to the stage. Back at McNair, students gave him, I guess that they live streamed it for those that could not make it. But back at the school where he attends, students gave him a new name. Again, the new name that they gave him. And he shared that my nickname now is Mr. 3 million. Mr. $3 million is what they called him. Hey, Open Book, welcome. Thank you for getting a chance. We're just hopping all around out here in these YouTube streets, aren't we? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Just sharing some good information here. Some good news here. It's that time of year again. I had mentioned it's that time of year again, when our students are graduating from high school, getting ready to go off to college, and we want to wish all of the graduates well as they start the next journey or milestone in life. So this is some information that had been out there, and I just felt like it was worth sharing. When you can find students nowadays to get free rides, and we know the cost of college is so expensive now for us to go through and get these degrees. And just information I found interesting, and I had been sharing it with the chat. So again, the name that they gave him back at the high school was Mr. $3 million. That's his new name. So, and Jaden was sharing that he was being interviewed by Channel 2, the reporter Tom Jones. So this is the information that he decided to share with him. But it's actually more, is what Jaden said. It's actually more than that. He gave the exact amount of the scholarship offers that he had received. I have okay, sign in my yard. Okay, you have a son that's graduating this year, SA? And you've already put, look, you're in mom's mode. You all will soon have that empty nest. Soon. You already have your signs out in the yard. So awesome. 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 What does he plan to do after school? After graduation? SA. Tells studying at U.S. college is, I guess, college. Studying at U.S. college is expensive now for foreigners. So, Tells, are you in school at in the United States, or do you have relatives or friends over here in the United States? Okay, yes, I do. Okay, open book. Okay, open book showing SA some love. But the total amount, I watched the chat too, but the total amount, he said that it's actually more than that. The total amount that he has been offered is actually $3,466,716. That would pay for a whole lot of degrees, nursing degrees, SA, open book can go ahead and get him a doctorate or so as well with that kind of money. No, I don't have any family or friends there. Okay. So when you go off to school, are you coming to the States or are you going to stay in your country to attend college? I think you said earlier you were getting ready to start college as well. Tails. And just a little about Wright. And I want, okay, SA said he's going to college for business and finance. Okay. Has he been accepted already, SA? Or does he plan to stay in New York, moving to Texas? Is he going to attend a local school, or is he planning to go outside of your state to attend school? Business and finance. Do we have a huge celebration? Have you already done the planning for the party? Well, oftentimes boys don't like to. They don't like they do quite as much as our girls. Okay, yes. Okay, several. Okay, Virginia and one in Florida. Okay. So I'm assuming he has not quite made up his mind yet. I told him, leave home. Okay. Okay, go away. Get out of the nest, kind of spread your wings, huh? Nothing at all wrong with that. Nothing at all. So just a little about Wright. Tells US is more. Let me see. US is more better because of job opportunities. Okay. Everything is embarrassing for him, correct? Okay. Everything is embarrassing for him. Okay. So you all don't have you don't have a whole lot planned at the moment for him. Like I said, when my son graduated, he was like, whatever, we can just go out to eat. He no party, no get together. Just kind of like those guys are kind of happy go lucky. And with the girls, we want the carpet, the red carpet, the pink carpet, the orange carpet rolled out. We got to get the nails done. We got to get the wig shaking. We got to get the facial. We just got to go all the way. But boys, in my opinion, they are much simple. Our boys are simple. Is that my phone? Oh, what is it? As far as planning a big party, he absolutely, absolutely. No, for some odd reason, our boys they do not like as much. And guess what? My feelings, I don't know about yours, you all's, but my feelings, they were not hurt. Our feelings were not hurt at all. Not even a little bit. Okay. So, just a little bit more information about Jaden. Okay, right? He plays the trombone in the band at McNair, and it's also a drum major. So the young man is dual talented there. Most of the scholarship money, as a matter of fact, are for music, but quite a bit are for his academics as well. So not only can he get in that marching band and play that trombone and beat those drums, he has it upstairs as well, which is awesome. I didn't know they didn't share his GPA. I don't know if it was a 3 point whatever or four, but he is graduating in the top 10 of his class, which is outstanding. And it didn't say if he was the Val or Sal. And it didn't say that about the young lady last week, whether she was the valedictoria or the salutatorian. So I don't know. But for them to receive this type money, and like I think I mentioned about Kendra last week, I felt like she had to be in the top 5, 3. But the article did state that this young man was in the top 10 of his class. And he says that the scholarships are life changing since he would not have been able to attend college if he was not offered that scholarship. He would have probably had to sit out like we often have to do and try to work to try to come up with the money to take care of that huge bill. Hey, Z Adams, thank you for joining us. Thank you, thank you. And we're just here. I'm just here sharing information. Like I said last week, it's that time of the year here in the United States where our seniors are getting ready to graduate. And I think I even mentioned last week, colleges are graduating. Oftentimes, colleges graduate too around this time of the year. And I had said, what better gift for a child or a student to give to their family and their parents other than to graduate, come out of school, you can get out of the parents' pocket and start making some money. So, and as a matter of fact, I had received an invitation to attend a graduation last week, but the last 2 weeks have been kind of hectic for me, so that I couldn't make it. One of my former employees actually graduated from college with her doctorate degree, so we were all excited for her. Dr. J, new generations just keep coming. What's new generation? Time waits for no one. Absolutely. I second that essay. Yes, time waits for no one. New generation just keep coming. Absolutely. It surely does. You look around, you in the elementary school, and this is what I tell parents, you better savor that time. And then you look up, they're in middle school, and before you lay down and go to sleep, look, they're in high school and coming out. So I'm like, where in the world did time go? Oh my goodness. And essay, you all will soon have that empty nest, right? Have the house to yourself really soon. Um, okay, you're saying, see, Adam says this is a blessing because some families are not financially stable enough to send their children to college. Absolutely. And that's what Jaden shared as well, that how happy he was. He had said that the scholarships are life changing since he would not have been able to attend college. He wasn't able to afford it, but he did say, I probably would have, and this is quote, take a gap year to probably gain money or use loan, like a college loan, get a loan, because he didn't have the money. He would not have been able to afford it. So Z Adams, he did share that. So you're absolutely right. Oftentimes, and sadly, especially, the African Americans, oftentimes, we I mean, just being honest, a lot of us, don't make that sacrifice to put away for higher ed for our children. So we have to turn to loans. I had to turn to loans, but we have to do what we have to do. Do what we have to do to get where we're trying to go. As they say, Dr. J, I was asking my son about his graduating class, where they were going. He said the high school pushes for trades more than anything else. Okay. Okay. And I think that's coming back around. But like I often say in most of my lives, we need, it takes all of us to make the world go around. Everybody can't be a doctor, a nurse, teachers, principals, superintendents, engineers. Like I said, we got to have lunchroom workers. We got to have McDonald's workers. We got to have Walmart workers. We got to have public workers. And we especially have to have electricians. We have to have people to work on our air condition, what they call air conditions. We have to have people, to build these houses that we like. We got to have mechanics. So it takes all of us. You got to have your cooks. Well, it was home economics, home ec when I was in school. I think it's culinary arts now. So it takes all of us. It takes all of us to make the world go round. Just all of us. Um, he said a lot of the guys were going to trade. Okay, HVAC. Yeah, we got that. Look, it's that time of season now. We got to have them to work on these air conditions. Yep, welding. I forgot welding. We got to have school bus drivers. We got to have people to work on these airplanes. I love the mechanics. I thank God and pray all while I'm up in the clouds on these airplanes. And when they come down, you got to have the people down there to service those planes so that they can go up again. You got to have your folks to drive your trains around the world. You got to have your truck drivers. Truck drivers are wonderful people too. So it takes all of us. Hey, my dear friend. Hey, Effie. Thank you for joining us. I was just telling Tales that you had mentioned that you were going to fly over. This is my Nigerian friend, Miss Effie. Thank you for stopping by to visit with us. SA says, yes, you're right. Absolutely. It takes all of us. And I probably say that in most of the lives that I do. So that's a good thing. That is an absolute. We got to have our custodians too, to keep your buildings. I'm thinking about, your Air Force bases, and it takes your bankers. We got to have them. So it takes all of us to make this wonderful world work. Hi, Miss Effie. SA is showing you some love. Thank you for coming over, tuning in all the way. She's my Nigerian sister. Thank you so much for visiting with us, Effie. Just to give you a quick brief, I was just sharing here over in the United States, and I don't know how you all do it in your country, but it's that time of year for us where we celebrate our students over in the States. And I think I can speak for all 50 of them. Usually graduate from high school around the end of May, beginning of June. And I just found information that I thought it was worth sharing, where this young man that I'm talking about today, he has received over $3 million. I have the exact amount written down, $3,466,716 in scholarships. So I just thought that was something was worth celebrating. And I shared Friday, a young lady from the United States. She received acceptance letters from over 30 plus colleges and universities, and she only received 1 million. I'm saying only, but it's not only. That is a significant amount of money too, but it's only compared to the 3 million that the young man received. So like I said, it's just that time of year where we get ready to graduate our students and, let them spread their wings, whether they fly over to some college or university, or like SA say, they fly over to a technical school. We have technical schools here in the United States that, they teach our children or our people trades, like how to do hair, how to weld, how to drive trucks, how to all of those different positions that are important here in the United States, and that we need them, positions that you don't actually need a 4-year plus college degree in order to work. That's what our technical schools do here. So this is the time of year we get them out of high school and get them ready for life, for the workforce. So that's pretty much the information, just to bring you up to date, Effie. Okay, and just a little bit more about Mr. Jaden Wright. He put, what did I say? He put in the hard work and applied for scholarships everywhere he shared. And he also shared, now this was a powerful statement, and this is quote I have in my notes: people are giving people money. There's a lot of scholarships out there. So SA, have you all applied for many scholarships, if you don't mind my asking? And this is according to a young man, that people are giving people money. There's a lot of scholarships out there. And we just hope that our counselors in our school are beating down walls, looking on the bricks, looking on the rocks, looking on the leaves and branches, wherever they can, to help get these seniors prepared to go out there so that they can walk away from college after these 4, 5, 6 years, however long it takes, not swamped down in debt. But according to this young man, and I'm sure they didn't only give it to Jaden, they didn't just save all the money for Jaden, Mr. Wright. He said that the money is out there, and this is coming from a senior, a 17-8-year-old child, that people are giving people money. There's a lot of it out there. So I just say you got to go and get it. Yes, he has applied for about 6. Okay. And prayerfully, if not all 6, that he will at least receive from 5. So we'll take 5 and not 6. We would prefer all 6. So that's awesome. 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 And his band director says that he gives his all in everything that he does. And Jared Davis is the band director. Jaden, he said, is the definition of when hard work and talents mix together. This is what you get. A student that has prepared himself through hard work and talent and can be offered. He's reaping the benefits, the reward now, to be offered $3 million worth of scholarship. So this is what, according to his band director, this is what hard work and talent mixed together. This is what it looked like. This is what you get. You said 1 came back already. Okay, awesome. Awesome. We're claiming those other 5, SA. Look, I join hands, and we're going to claim those other 5. And once he goes off to college, what he has shared is that he wants to study cybersecurity, which is a good field to go into, but he's still trying to narrow down which school he will attend. I just wish that he would have told, because the young lady, Kendra, she decided to attend some school near Stanford University, I think. It's out near Birmingham, Alabama. It's the school that she chose to attend. I join hands in agreement with you. Hey, my brother. Hey, Risa. Dr. J, all day. Hey there. All day. What do you mean all day? Thank you for joining us. We're about to bring it to an end. We're just sharing some good news here. And I know your daughter is not there yet, but go back and look at that one from Friday, and you need to share that with your daughter. Open Book is showing you some love, Risa. Make sure, because I think your baby is like 5th grade, but look, she has about 5, 6 more years to go. And look, I want to be around reporting on her. We had a young lady from over in Georgia receive acceptance letters, Risa, from about 30 plus colleges and universities. And she received like maybe a little over $1 million in scholarship offers. So I challenged some of the guys that were in the chat on Friday. I'm like, okay, I found this one I wanted to share, but as I finished doing my research on this, another one popped up. But I'm like, guys, it was still another females. Where are the men? Where are our male students now? Don't let these females go out and get all of this money. So lo and behold, guess what came across my feed Saturday morning? Mr. $3 million. So as I started to read, this is what I stumbled up on, Risa. So guys out there, but I said that to say, you make sure you get your daughter. Please go back and get that live and share it with your daughter. Let her know we want to be reporting on her. So we're giving her a head start. We need to be reporting on her within the next 5 or 6 years. Tell her that came from Dr. J and chat. And Open Book, you have a daughter and a son too. Share the information with them. Now it's just time to start making preparation for it is. Just being silly. And hello. Okay, Open Book. Okay. Miss Effie. Okay, Miss Effie showing everybody some love from over in Nigeria. She said, yeah, okay, I am here. You're still here. Thank you for flying over to check on your older sister here. I appreciate that, Effie. I will check that out, Dr. J. Please do. Please do. Random. Hey, Random. Hey, thank you for coming over. Random, where are you from? Are you a Nigerian as well? Okay, open book. Yes, you have a, that's right, because they sing for us. So make sure you tell them to get ready. To get ready. That money is out there. This young man said folks are giving away money, want us to go to school. So let them know to get ready. We want them to get some of this money. So that's money. Like I used to tell my son, money, look, you go ahead and get that free ride. The money that is put away for your college. Look, we can help you furnish your house. We can help you do a down payment. We can help you do this. We can use that money for something else. So get them ready. Now is the time. You have young children to get them ready for this free ride. 100, 100. Miss Effie, my sister, says, thanks, Dr. J. Okay, yes, ma'am. You are welcome. You are welcome, Miss Effie. Random, you are here. Yes, Random, where are you from? Are you a Nigerian as well? Oh, okay. You say, okay, here it is. You're from the UK. Well, hey, my UK friend. So glad you decided to drop in. I thank you. And you are welcome to the United States. Welcome, welcome, welcome. From the UK. I have a friend from the UK. Okay, and I also mentioned before I went back to just bring everybody up to date that was just coming in. And if you missed some of it, you're more than welcome to go back and be a part of the replay game. And when he goes off to college with all of this $3,466,716 dollars that he has earned, he wants to study cyber security. But he's still trying to narrow down. He has not yet decided which college he wants to attend, but hopefully he'll share it. Hopefully so. But like I said, a young lady that received the $1 million and that was accepted into those 30 plus colleges and universities, she narrowed her choice down to a school. I think it's Stanford. I will look back through my notes. Stanford University near Alabama is where she wants to go. Okay, open book is showing my sister Effie some love. Okay, please like. Yes, thank you, Effie. Please like the live and comment, please. And if you have not subbed, please do so. Okay. And also, they wanted to add that he's not a selfish child. Just to say a little bit more about Jaden Wright's character. He says other students can reach that $3 million as well. Like I've made it. Look, I'm going to tell you how to make it too. He's already told the students that's coming behind him that people are just giving this money away. They are giving it away. And there's a lot of scholarships out there. And now he's going back to add that other students, look, you have the same potential. If I did it, guess what? You can do it too. He said that he told the other students that they can reach that $3 million as well. He said, all you have to do, he told them, is be committed to the cause. So that is excellent. Not selfish at all. Always watch Dr. J. Okay, what I do have some videos out there. Absolutely. Thank you, Effie. Okay. And guess what? Guess what? In addition to him getting this, and I think I mentioned earlier, those of you that came in, I don't know if he is the Val or the Sal. The article didn't say, but he is. For those of you that's just coming in, he is graduating in the top 10 of his class. But guess what? Jalen will also be the commencement speaker at his graduation. He will be the commencement speaker. Isn't that something? And wherever he attends college, he says it would be a relief knowing that it is a full ride. He will walk away with the 4, 5, 6 year degree, whatever, however long it takes him to get it, and he should not owe anyone a red single cent. I don't know if the biggest relief would be for Jalen or his parents. What do you all think? Do you think the biggest relief would be for him or his parents. This is something really awesome. And like I said, I can't say enough about the parents. Kudos to them. I applaud them, because this lets you know, this end product right here lets you know that those parents had to do something right. They had to do something right. Absolutely open book. Absolutely. Both. Both. Is there anyone else in the chat who has someone that's graduating from high school or college other than SA? Okay, SA agrees too. Both. Both. What about you, Effie? What is my Nigerian friend thinking? Who do you think the biggest relief will be, Jalen or his parents? I agree, both. But kudos, hats off, can't say enough about those parents. Okay, Z Adams said both. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now all the parents have to worry about doing is making sure he has some pocket money and maybe get him some wheels around. All depend on how mature he is. I don't know whether he will be able to take a car with him that first year of school. I don't know. But that money that they had, if they had money put away for him, that they could save that money for something else. Miss Effie said both. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Anyone else have any relatives, friends graduating from college other than SA? Have you received many invitations, graduation invitations? Do you have to buy gifts for any family member or anything? And that's pretty much it. The extent of the story that I had to, the information that I wanted to share. I just thought that was just something worth sharing. Anybody else? Can we put some hearts in the chat for SA, or some clapping hands for SA's son that's graduating? Give a shout out to SA's son. Can we put some clapping hands or hearts, some blue hearts maybe in the chat? And SA, let your son know that we over here at Chat with Dr. J, we salute him. I don't know if I can find some hearts. Let him know we are proud of him as well. I don't see any blue hearts. I can't even get to, I don't even know, I can't get to my emojis from here. I don't know how to. But anyway, let him know that we wish him nothing but the best as he goes away. And I think you said he wanted to major in business and finance. We wish him nothing but the best. It's as good as done. As good as done. We're sending prayers up early for him. I can't believe no one else. You're welcome. I will. You are welcome. I can't believe no one else has received or has any family members that's actually graduating. You all haven't even received. I've only received one invitation. I have a cousin. My cousin's daughter is graduating from high school. Shirley is. Miss Teresa. My cousin is graduating this year, and a lot of my family is traveling, okay, to your area to celebrate Memorial Weekend. Okay, she is in Atlanta. Okay, she's in the A, so we'll definitely get that info too. Okay, please do. Please do. Risa, we'll probably be hanging out together after a while. I checked before I came on to see if Chick was out walking and talking. I said, well, let me go ahead and get myself out of the way. So evidently she's not coming on today, and I don't even know if Marco is coming on. Were you all able to do any clapping hands or blue hearts for SA's daughter, and now for Risa's cousin is graduating as well? Can anybody reach their hearts or the clapping hands to put in the chat? I don't think Marco is going live. I didn't see anything earlier. Did you see anything, SA? No, she has not posted, so I don't think Marco, unless she comes later. But that is all I have. I don't guess I could get hold to those hearts. I don't see any. Are they or any clapping hands to put in the chart, but please let them know. And Risa, we wish the best to your cousin as well that's graduated in Atlanta over in the A and SA. Hearts and prayers in advance. Going to beat him to that college. You said Texas? No, you said Florida. He's debating between Florida and somewhere. Okay. I want to thank each of you. Thank you so very much for stopping by to check up on me. Hopefully, you found that information quite interesting. It was entertaining to me, so I decided to bring it out. I don't know if you all had heard about it. I know Essay said she had read. You knew about one with the female as well. But I hate to be a little bit redundant or keep bringing this. So when I feel like you all are tired of hearing it, I'll just read about it and keep it to myself and won't bring it out here to you. I can't promise that. I'm gonna try not to bring it to you since I've already shared too. But some of you all, I know my Nigerian friends and maybe Kenya and my UK folks, they have not heard it. So it might be good for their ears if they hear it. Okay, I see some blue hearts. Blue hearts, great, 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 great. Good news. Okay. Awesome essay. I know, like I said, it just touches my heart, and I guess my first thought, it actually goes to our parents, because we have so many parents out there that's not doing what they are supposed to be. That's so, and they are plentiful. I don't know if you all agree with that. And we have so many students out there that are not making the right decisions. So, and I just feel like, we talk about the bad. So when the good comes about, I'm the type person, look, now run and tell that. So that's what I've been charged to do. I'm running and I'm telling it because I feel like it is worth sharing. I feel like I told them the other day, I need to invest in me a megaphone. This right here needs to be shouted, in my opinion, from the rooftop. Hey, She Inspires. Hey, welcome. Thank you for stopping by to check on little old me. I would like to welcome you to my channel, Chat with Dr. J. She Inspires. Where are you tuning in from? I have some of my international friends here today. And the blue, thank you all for dropping, SA, we're dropping and for Risa, for your cousin as well. This is a way of showing love to our graduates, of our chat members that we have here today. Thank you. Thank you all for sharing those blue hearts. Tails up into. Okay, Effie said, I have a cousin who is graduating. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Oh, and I have a cousin who's graduating too. Yes, Princess. What were you saying, Princess? She inspired. Oh, thank you. Thank you for subbing. Hit that like button as well. Thank you, my love. Thank you. She inspires. And if we have any, I gotta make sure that I get sub to everybody. If we have any content creators in here, please feel free. That's something I was planning to make a note of, to drop your information so that we can show you love and support the way you all are doing. My heart. My heart is just, I'm just overwhelmed. I do appreciate you all taking the time to come by to just spend a little time with me. Okay, yes, they are the best stories celebrating our absolutely, SA. So SA, you're giving me the thumbs up if I find more information like this. You're giving me the okay, it's fine to share it. Thank you, She Inspires, for showing that love to all of our graduates. Miss Effie, please like the live. Thank you for that reminder, Effie. Y'all, please like the live. Make sure you sub. Hit that notification bell as well. Okay, my chat is getting away from me. Congratulations to you and your daughter, SA. Absolutely. That's a shout out for you, SA. She Inspires. I did. Oh, She Inspires is Open Book. Okay. Okay, you have a different name. Okay. All right, Open Book. You tricked me right there. How are you doing? Tales of Bentu. Okay. And Bentu, I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Congratulations to all of our graduates from She Is Inspires. Okay. Okay. SA is saying thank you, Risa, your cousin as well. Okay. Yes. Very good. Very, very good. So SA is saying, yes, if I find more information like this, do share it. But like I said, if I feel at some point, I'm like, man, they don't want to hear this. They've already heard. I've already shared 3 stories. I might not, but it just depends. This just touches my heart. As I was saying, we have so much bad going around. So, when we find some good out there, something that we can, salute our parents, salute, and I can't leave the parents out because, parents, we are the child's first teacher. We are, and that says a lot for these parents to be able to get these children through school. As I said the other day, not having to plan a funeral, no high school teenage pregnancy, no, how that graduation high school rate is high, no graduation dropout, not having to plan a funeral. I just think this is magnificent. So I can't say enough. Just kudos to those parents for doing what the Lord has charged you to do. And we have a charge from the Lord to raise these children the right way. And these parents took that task. They took it serious, and they have gotten these children out of college. And as this young man said, has a free ride. Otherwise, if he did not get this free ride, he would not have been allowed to. When he didn't say he wouldn't be able to, it would have been more difficult for him to get this college degree. He would have had to take out loans or student loans or just sit out. And then oftentimes, what happens when we sit out of school, and especially if we mess around and get a job, we start chasing those dollars and we forget all about school oftentimes. So my thing, I can't say enough, kudos to those parents. She inspires. Open book. Okay, I have another channel. Oh, okay. All right, thank you. And I have to go in here and make sure I sub to your new one as well. She inspires. So she inspires. Okay. You tricked me for a moment. Yeah. Okay, where are you tuning in from? She inspires. Okay, Tales I've been to. Okay. I can't comment on her videos. I think it's because the channel is made for kids. Okay. Tales I've been to. Okay, I'm fine, Princess. Okay, you're showing Effie some love there. Dr. J, we need to change your setting to not made for kids. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, Effie. Okay, yeah, assist her on setting it up. Not made for kids. Oh, most of my information is it's nothing in there. Okay. All right. I'll get with you about that. She inspires. Thank you. Okay, yes, I will. And I had said earlier, content creators, you are more than welcome to drop your information here so we can show love to each other. And this is something I'm going to try to remember to do in each one of my lives. I know I will find out. But Open Book, she inspires. Are you going back on tonight? I'll be out and about in those YouTube streets anyway. If so, I'm in and out. Anyway, I will see. But I thank you all from the depths of my heart. I know you could have been in any other live, but I do thank you so very kindly for taking the moment to think enough of me to just drop in, just to say hi, just to show some support, some love. Make sure you hit okay, all right. If he said I will assist you. Okay. But normally, whenever you put something out, it always asks you that question that you have to answer. Is this for kids, or if this for kids, or is it not for kids? If it's nothing that I feel like a child, would be hindered by. And I just checked the box accordingly. But okay, I'll get with you about that though. I surely will. But I do, as I was saying, as I get ready to bring my live to an end, I do appreciate you all stopping by. I know you could have been anywhere in any other chat, but I just appreciate you stopping by to show support to my channel, Chat with Dr. J. And that's why I try to get around as well to visit, my other sisters and brothers, whether you're here in the States or whether you are in another country overseas somewhere. I will assist you. Okay. Thank you. SA says, I wish for the fourth. So, yeah. Yes. Yes, say, believe it or not, I have met my other goal because my first goal, we had to have 50 subs before we could go live. So I started my channel April 4th. I've been on for exactly about a month, April 4th, last month. And then my goal was to have my 50 subs by the end of April. I met that goal. And my next goal was to have 100 subs by the end of May. So I met those two goals. So I'm in the process now, setting a third goal. So I don't know whether I set my goal for 50. I think I'm going to get brave, put my neck out on a limb and say, okay, I'm going to set my next goal at 100 more for the end of May. Is it possible? We're going to work towards it so that I met my 100 goal. Maybe I'll say, okay, my next goal is I need to have 200 subs by the end of May. That's my next goal, I think. And we'll just keep setting. I have other goals set too, but we're just going to see how it works. Just keep putting the work in. Okay, you can set it. Okay, set it once. Your desktop version. You can set it once. Okay, on my desktop version. Okay, gotcha. So what are you saying, Effie? Once I set it, I don't have to answer that question every time I get ready to go live? Oh, congrats. Thank you. She inspires. That's the only way I knew how to do it. But this has guided me. At one point, a couple times, she inspires. I thought about, oh boy, is this what I really want to do? What in the world have I gotten myself into? But it's because of people like you all, that don't mind. Like this young man was not selfish, that's not selfish when it comes to somebody that's taking a beginner swimmer. I appreciate you all, not frowning on me. I felt so dumb last night when y'all had to help me to invite my people, open book, up to the step. But you all was so patient with me. Mark was patient. Princess was patient. Shelly was patient. All of y'all were so patient with me, open book. And I think I told you that today when I visited over in your live. I felt so, I won't say dumb, but I didn't feel smart. But it all worked out. So my heart goes, I just appreciate you all. I can't say that enough. SA for always being there. Like I said, I often tell this story. She probably gets tired of hearing it. The first time I hit my 50 like that Friday, I got up there that night. I said, okay, everybody's in bed. Now I'm fixing to get up here and play around. Lo and behold, I got online. There's SA. Hey, Dr. J. So we chit-chatted for a minute, 30, 40 minutes. Then later on, Marco came on, and then Lady Gigi came on, and we were up to 3 o'clock trying to help poor old me figure it out. That won't be forgotten. I do appreciate that. I do. CC Cubbies. Good morning and good afternoon. Good night. All right, Tails. Thank you again so much. And I know that I will be seeing you again really, really, really soon. Thanks. Thank you. I'm making my heart with my hands. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for flying over to the United States to check on me. She inspired. Okay, you do great. Thank you. And I just feel like I'm just all over the place sometimes. She inspired. But I feel like, guess what? I can't go anywhere but up. I don't feel like I would mess up. Open book. Hopefully it won't get any worse than it has already been, but nothing but love. I'm making my hands, my heart here. Nothing but love for you. I do appreciate you. I do. And so I'm over in Open Books live this morning. Like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. I feel like putting my head on the rock, and they were like, "Why are you embarrassed?" I'm like, "Because I didn't know how to work my freaking panel last night." I love you more. Effie. Thank you. Nothing but hearts. SA, you will get tired of me sharing that story eventually, but it's the truth. It was the truth. You and I think you were taking a break. And here we are up, 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock. I'm trying to sneak up there and try to get in there and do a little practicing and other sisters came along. Like I said, Marco showed up. Gigi, Gangsta Granny, she showed up. And, Just nothing but support and word of encouragement from day one. And I will be forever grateful for that. You're doing great. I tell you, Essay, I tell you, it feels like I'm out in the middle of the ocean some days. Shelly, you've made it over. Oh, my word. Hey, Dr. J in chat. Thank you. Hey there. Thank you for stopping by to check up on us. Thank you for visiting. Congratulations on 100. Yes, 100. So I'm going to up my, I set goals for myself. I shared earlier, Shelly. So like I said, I started my channel, April 4th, that Saturday, that first Saturday in April. And now Chick said that it wasn't like this. I don't think when she first started. Y'all know Chick speaks on it. I'm one of her mods over there, so she's been wonderful too. And I had to have 50 before I could start going live. So my first goal that I set was to have 50 subs by the end of April. I got it I got it before the end of April. So for May, I set another goal to have 100 by the end. And I have other goals set, but I said since I've met my goal for May, I guess I need to up it. I don't know what I need to say. 75 more, 25 more, because it's kind of funny with getting these subs sometimes. Or should I say 200? So I might even just say 200. If I get it, great. If I don't, I won't beat myself up because I have already met that goal. That's my second goal. So that's just me doing some planning. As they say, no, I won't. Yeah, it's true. Absolutely. That was my first time going live, and you popped up on me. LOL. Came in group. Exactly. Because I think that night we had just left. Marco had done a late show that night. I'm like, I thought you were going to bed, Marco. And like I said, they just out in those YouTube streets, and they came on by. I guess they probably, Essay and y'all probably knew I was sweating bullets. I was sweating bullets. Okay, she inspires. Okay, you showing Shelly some love. Okay, Shelly showing she inspires. She got me, Shelly, for a minute. I'm like, hey, she inspires. Where are you tuning in from? Because we had some overseas folks up in here today. All right, which country are you coming from? And she's pulled one on me. Okay, she inspires. Yeah, this has been nice. This has been nice. And believe it or not, though, open book, you all, I got to do more of this. I like to do my stories and share information. But I like this type stuff too, because it gives you time to relax, and in my opinion, like it gives you time, an opportunity to know other people that's out there in those YouTube streets. So what I kind of did, kind of like what I had planned to do last night, I'm going to a couple days a week. Like I said, I like that approach that you all do on yours. Kind of like sometimes, you just chat, and just kind of like let your hair down. And whereas in the past when I first started, but of course I'm still learning, I get up here, give my commentary, and I feel like it's time to go. But I like this aspect of it. And this, during this time, I feel like, I can make a connection, with my people, or with, people in the chat. And I kind of like put something together. I'm going to call mine like a pop-up chat. That's what I was calling it anyway. Like what's on your mind with Dr. J. And sometimes, we just might just come in and just talk. And maybe I have some talking points, but if not, we can just talk. I don't know about what sometimes, but just sometimes like sometimes just a network. Or even though, I shared the commentary that I have, I guess we could have been done, but I just, need to, which a lot of y'all I have gotten to know, especially, those over in Auntie's house and Marco's house and Chick. These are people from Queen Dree, people that I've been with forever. And I've gotten to know better, open book, and like Shelly. But, Essay and all of you all, it's kind of like, we hang out in some of the same places. And now I have some overseas friends now too, Yes, that's what I do. Exactly. Healthy conversation with music. Yeah, I like that idea today. Now, I'm not. And I said to myself, I'm like, man, I like this, but I'm not at that point yet. Maybe in another 4 or 5 months I'll be there, but not at that point. But I would like to do something like that. And I know, I swing by Judge Fifi every now and then. Um, she does like I think it was karaoke night or something like that. I like that too. So it'll be something a little bit different. So hopefully in the future, once I can get from the out of the Surface Club, maybe I can do something like that. Kind of like with essay like Auntie and those when they do the parties. But I'm not at that point yet. So, but that's something I want to do just to get away from so much of the content sometimes and just chit chat. But delivering my content is not nearly like the stuff Marco and those do, with the crime stories and that. I know that I would have to have some mental meantime if I delivered stories like that, because I just give the, basic educational stuff. And I have some more information coming too that I found too, essay about the dismantling of the Department of Education that I found pretty good. Senator Warren is kind of like setting those millionaires straight. So, but yeah, I want to do something like that. I enjoyed that today, Shelley. You got this little. Thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to hang in there. Take your time. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's what I said. I got to master this before I do that. So, and once I master it, I think I'll be okay. So it's coming together. It was really stressful at one point, but it's coming together. And we're just chatting now. That's all the information. Effie, are you all still here? Have you all flown back out? My Nigerian friends, UK. That's all I have right now. Like I said, I just want to come out and share that wonderful news about the young man, Mr. Millionaire. No, Mr. Three Million, Mr. $3 million. That's his name. I wanted to share that after I found it to be quite interesting. So that was pretty much what I had. And like I said, kudos to your baby, essay. Nothing but love for him. I wish him well. I wish you all well. It's already done. It's already done. He just got to go through the process. Blessing to everyone. Thank you, Shelley. Blessings to everyone. All right, and that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, thanks again for stopping by to visit with me. And as I bring, thank you. No, thank you. She inspires. Thank you. As I bring this live to an end, hopefully you have had a marvelous Monday. Continue to have a marvelous Monday. If it was not a marvelous Monday, hopefully it will become a marvelous Monday by the time your head hits that pillow tonight. Those are my wishes for you. Okay, we're going to bring it to a close. I might be back out tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Wednesday for sure, with another story. Blessings to all, and bye for now. Y'all have a great night.